Hello everyone and welcome back to Curse the Dawn Late Night Gaming. Here we are back at Star Citizen. We are in Lorville. And tonight I wanted to buy that little M50 you see in the background and take it for a little race around the track. Of course, the first mission for Lorville racing is here in Lorville. So you can buy this ship in either Lorville or at Area 18. But I thought might as well buy it here because this is where the track is. But before we get started tonight, I wanted to do a little, I guess you could say it's ranting, I suppose. You could consider it ranting. But really it's more of like clarifying some other people's ranting. See, here I am up here. I'm doing my part to hold down these chairs like the rest of the community. Always important to be part of the community. But anyway, what happened last week, or last weekend? A fairly popular Let's Play YouTuber, he kind of does how-to videos too. I followed him because he did like Valheim and Conan videos, Conan Exiles videos. I don't have any food with me, so I can't fix the little problem down there. So he did mainly Valheim and Conan Exile videos is why I followed him. But he did a post about the gaming industry, and he was saying about one game in particular that was considered to be really good, made by an indie studio. And he said there is absolutely no excuse why a AAA studio couldn't make a game as good as an indie studio. Because the indie studio obviously has less people and less money. So there's no reason, once that standard is raised, that a AAA company can't make that game. And then he went on to say that the reason AAA game companies don't make games as good as this is because they are lazy, and the words out of his mouth were not willing to work hard. Didn't want to work hard. And I made a comment to that video. I said, these rant videos are always fun, something like that, because coming from non-industry people that don't know, that think they know how it works. And he, came back very aggressively at my comment. It was just like, you don't know me. Maybe I work for the industry and all this stuff. And I said, well, I'm pretty sure you don't know me either. And I can tell you don't work for the industry because you're saying that the people in AAA game development don't do these things because they are lazy and don't want to work hard. And I do, people that follow this channel know, I do work in the game industry. I've worked in the game industry for a very long time. Longer than I want to say, because I don't want to say I'm old or anything, but but I've worked in the industry a long time. And I know for a fact that people in the AAA development space who are in the thousands, there are thousands of people making AAA games in the world, and they are not lazy people. And the people on the ground that are trying to make a good game are, with all of their heart, wanting to make that game as good as they can possibly make it. It's their passion. It's what they do for a living. It's all they want to do is to make that game good. So for someone to say that people in AAA don't make games as good as indie developers because they're lazy is asinine. It's completely asinine. And it's a sign of someone who doesn't know the big picture. And I would like to enlighten you of what that big picture is. So let's say there's a game that's making a open world city game. You know, open world, pick your adventure kind of city game with the storyline. You know, what game is that is stellar and amazing? Well, of course, that's GTA, you know. So I agree with him on the point that that should be the goal. When you have a game that's incredible, did really well, if you're starting to make something similar, the goal should certainly be to make it at least as good as that game that did it well. Without question, that should be the goal. But there are so many factors that get in the way of that goal. And it is not the person, it is not the designer that's making the level. It is not the sound guy making the sound. It is not the narrative person writing the story. It is not the artist doing the art. Those factors are not part of if the game is good or not. Good as they, let's say, an indie developer, or good as a GTA. That is not the reason. The reason is AAA development is unfortunately an industry. I was a part of the industry when it changed, when it went from companies wanting to just make cool stuff to when I don't think I was talking. It's that sales dude. So I was there when it went from cool little companies making cool little projects to people figured out, oh hell, you can make real money with this, and that's when business started. That's when companies started getting producers and companies started getting investors. And what are you doing, Clown Town? And it went from being this place where cool and amazing ideas happen to an industry. And the word industry is what really throws a wrench into whether a game can be as good as a competitor that's better. So let's say the lead designer or the design director says, we want this game to be as good as GTA. So they go to the powers that be, which is like the creative director of the project or the project lead, and they'll say, let's make this game as good as GTA. And they'll say, okay, yeah, that's a great goal. You know, that GTA did great sales. You know, that's a great goal. How much time is that going to take? And it'll be X amount of time. How much money is that going to take? And it'll be X amount of money. That question then goes to the studio head, which then goes to the publisher, which then the publisher judges, is that time frame within the time frame that we need to make a profit from this game, from the investors? Because game companies, publishers now have investors, and those investors expect a return on their money. So the investors want their money by X amount of time. Oh, so that's not enough time. So they'll go back and say no, and then so they have to say no. So the no's come down the hill, they come down the line, you know, the old saying, shit rolls downhill. Well, it finally comes down to the person that wanted to make it that good, and they say, you don't have that much time, you have this much time, or you have this much money, there's no way we can do that. So you make do with what you can. Now, is that a great excuse? No. It sucks. As the person who's boots on the ground making the game, it's frustrating as hell. Because you know then from the beginning that this game isn't going to be the game that, you know, let's say GTA or whatever it was. So you try to make it as good as you can with what you have to work with. And that's really the goal of a AAA developer is given the money you have, the people you have, the time you have, do you have what it takes to make that dream a realization? If not, scale it down and make what you can as good as possible. Now, there are also those that don't realize that often most of the big publishers I've worked for in the past, which has been Ubisoft, which has been Activision Blizzard, your bonuses when I was there, I don't know what it is currently, your bonuses when I was there were based on the Metacritic score. Now, if you don't know what Metacritic is, it does reviews for movies, it does reviews for games, etc., entertainment. And they would set a goal of this project needs to be this on the Metacritic score for it to equal bonuses for the people. So everyone is busting their butt to get as good a Metacritic score as they can get with what they have to work with the design they are told to work with. So for this guy to say that AAA developers that like at Blizzard or wherever are just lazy and don't want to work hard is completely ridiculous. I mean, my response to him was like, so the people that don't get to see their families because they're busting their butts in crunch mode, they don't work hard enough, they're lazy. The people that sleep on the floor of their offices or in their cubicle all night long trying to get the build done or trying to get a feature in, they don't work hard enough, they're lazy. You know, he had no idea what he was talking about. I personally have slept on the floor of my office 6 days a week, to the point where the company found out I was sleeping in there because I had to get stuff done. Rather than say, oh man, you shouldn't be doing that, you should get home and see your family, you should be home at night, they bought me a pillow and a blanket. So I slept on the floor in my office 6 days a week for a year to finish up this game I was working on. I have also in the past slept on desks. I've slept on conference room desks. I have slept in people's offices that had a futon or a couch. Some people in their office, they would have a futon or couch. I'd slept on that. We had one company that had a room that had a mattress on the floor, and that's all the room was a mattress on the floor. So at night, you'd go in there and you'd take a peek and you'd see, is the mattress open or is somebody already sleeping crashed on it? That is what AAA development was like. So for someone just to say that AAA development is lazy and people don't want to work, it really enraged me. And unfortunately, I had read that comment at 3 a.m. and I couldn't sleep the rest of the night. I was so pissed off about it. So anyway, that was my rant for tonight. So hopefully you got a little bit of an idea of what AAA development is. Now, I have worked indie the last, how long has it been? Like 4 or 5 years? And it's not that much different, honestly. Except they just have an easier time getting ideas in. But they are definitely still limited by the amount of people they have. So you can only get so much done with a certain size team. Anyway, that rant aside, let's see if we can buy an M50 here. Now that is an Origin ship. I have bought this before. This one's kind of fun, but it's weird. M50 Interceptor here. Now we don't have choice of colors. Now the reason I'm picking this instead of a Razor is I just like the look of it. It screams hot rod to me. because it's got the engines. You can see the engines sticking out, and let's face it, they look like a V8. I wish you could change the colors. I'm not a huge fan of red. The hot rods I've had in the past have been yellow with black stripes or orange with black stripes. I did own a red Firebird once. 68 Firebird. I have taste. All right, let's buy it. As you can see, I have $3 million. So let's do it. How good did that just feel? It's scary, actually. I don't think... I worked really hard for that money, so... Lots of mining, lots of salvage. All right. Now, I have tried taking ships over to that racetrack here in Lorville and tried to just kind of run around the track and see if I can get a feel for it. But if you don't have the mission, you don't do the race. So it doesn't give you any of the things that lets you see where the track actually is.
The ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
So let's see here. Origin Interceptor.
Vehicle selected. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us.
Okay, we're in 6. Racing is not very popular right now. My org was just talking about it last weekend. They were talking about how it was all exciting, everyone was interested, and then it just kind of died. Nobody cares anymore. I don't know if that's true or not. It's true within my org, I guess. Here it is. Can I look at it without... I want to look at myself, actually. Yep, here we go. Pretty cool. It's small. I like the tires. It's got almost like, well, the front tires, yeah, I guess they kind of have, what do they call it? White walls in cars. The old days, they have white wall tires. These are yellow walls. I prefer the tires on the other ships that have like lettering, like white letter tires. Back in the old day, nobody does that anymore. I don't know what it is for armament, if it's even worth upgrading this or not. I don't know. It's supposed to be fast. I did have the Origin 350R. That ship, every time you'd leave the hangar, its nose would lift like it had lead in it. It was hard to get it out of the hangar. Once you got it out of the hangar, you could fly around and do stuff. But getting it out of the hangar, it was like banging on the floor, and it was a pain in the butt. And honestly, I heard that this and the Razor are faster than it anyway. So I traded it in for my Corsair. All right. Let's first let's take a look at the mission here. Racing right here. Lorville outskirts. Okay. Oh, and it cost me money. Okay. Here we go. As you can see, I'm wearing nothing. I have my flight suit and my helmet because I expect to crash and die. Okay. Let me turn on Toby. Oh, fancy. My stick I'm using in real life is a Logitech Extreme Pro 3D. So it's cheap stick. I've been debating the cost of getting a nice set. The problem I have is that the space I work at or do videos and play games at is also the space I work at. So I work from home, and putting a stick and stuff gets in the way, and I have to put it away. So you have to like set it up, do your gameplay, and then take it all apart. Same with steering wheel and pedals and stuff for racing games like that. I have a really nice steering wheel set, and I found hook it up, then it's a pain in the ass to kind of take it all apart and put it away, and then hook it back up again, take it all apart, put it away. So I don't know. Right now I just got this super cheap stick. It just sits here on the desk, and but I wouldn't mind trying a dual stick setup. It sounds like fun. Okay.
Origin Jumpworks at your service. Core system operational.
Wow, that voice. Okay, so let me open the gate here. Okay. Click, 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 click. Why are you not clicking? Wow, it really doesn't. That's disappointing. This one works, that one doesn't.
You are clear to launch.
This is what's great about the Toby. You can just like look up, and I had to time this too so that I was at Lorville when it was daytime to do this.
Launch complete.
Okay. Let's get a look at the ship here. Looks pretty slick. Hey, that looks exactly like my Corsair. What's he doing? You don't have your wings up, dude. Dude. You don't have your wings up. Your wings aren't folded, dude. Dude, your wings weren't folded. Oh, man. What is going on? Fold your wings up. Bang. Yeah. There, he folded them. Congratulations. That's the pain with that ship. Those wings on that thing need to be folded whenever the landing gear is up. They do when you press it, they fold, but if you die and your ship's unfolded and it's in the hangar, it is not. The wings will be out, and it'll be like fighting with the walls of everything. And all right, so here is the racetrack over this direction. Okay. Hopefully we don't have a dust storm. I tried doing this track once with my 350R, and it was a night and there was a dust storm, and it was terrible, and I crashed lots. I thought they were supposed to make this place more accessible. Christ. I thought the whole point of them rebuilding Lorville is so you could, like, fly closer to the buildings and explore Lorville. Maybe not. Which direction is forward? Is it this way? Does the track go that way, or does the track go this way? Alright. Starting zone. Starting zone going which direction? Is it that way, or is it this way? Okay, I'm just gonna say it's this way. I'm gonna take it easy because I don't know this ship. I don't know nothing. I don't know this track. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Wow, this is a weird track. This is kind of fly into this void. I could probably have gone way faster there. Oh, boy, that doesn't help, does it? The lag makes it hard. No. Ah. Whew. Quite honestly, the Toby makes it hard. Kind of. They want you to hit it fast here, and then you crash. Did I not hit it? Whoa! Oh, I hit a pole. Wow, the lag doesn't help. Oh shit, I'm in Area 18. Ah, damn. Welcome back. Contract failed. Damn! Well, alright. I'm going to keep at it and try to figure that out. And when I get a good run, I will record it and we'll look at how impressive I have learned. Okay, so we're coming up on 30 minutes. That's pretty reasonable stream. I'm going to go ahead and cancel it here or shut it down. So as always, you can find me on Curse the Dawn Late Night Gaming on YouTube. I upload a video every Friday. This Friday is going to be this video. If you follow me on Twitter, you get to see the videos ahead of time. I also have a, what is it, X account? What is it? Twitter is now an X account? Yeah, who cares? I don't even... So we have moved to Threads. We are now on Threads as well. Is that what it's called? Threads? So there is Curse the Dawn on Threads. That's me. We also have an Instagram. But mainly, if you follow me on Twitch, you get to see the videos before they happen. I literally take the video that I currently recorded and upload it to YouTube. So my YouTube content is my Twitch content, which is why when people come onto Twitch and they hear me talking to myself, they're like, who's he talking to? It's because I'm making them for YouTube. All right. Well, hope you enjoyed the stream tonight. I'm going to go do some more racing, see if I can figure it out. Until next time, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a better understanding of some of the game industry. I guarantee you have a better understanding than the unnamed person that made the video. So anyway, talk to you later. Thanks a lot. Have a good one. Bye-bye.